All right, guys, we'll get to the hard boards now. This is a Gatorshell. A lot of you have these boards and you end up scratching them or put a couple of dings here and there. These are Gatorshell, so it's pretty hard to break through. So what I get a lot of in my repair shop are boards that are deeply scratched or scrapes on them that people want to touch up. Now, from a scale from 1 to 10, I'd give this about a 10. Yeah, 10. You got to really want to be able to do this, and if you got scratches on it, if you got some scrapes on it, that's good. Means that you're using the board. You're not using it as a wall hanger. So you're going to have those things on a board. But just to let you know, it can be done, but it's going to cost some money and some time. And you got to do it pretty good. You got to be able to understand how to use this kind of material. So the tools for this are all-purpose filler, of course, our hardener, spreader, and a mixer, some pads just so you can use the spreader and the filler. So what I'm going to do now is come over here, my favorite part, like this nice shiny board. Yeah, no scratches, no dings on it. But hold on. If you use a board, one day you'll get a scratch on it. Just like that. So here you go. See that I stuck a screwdriver with pretty good force. It didn't go through. Just scraped enough to where it took the paint off of it. So you got a scratch right here. That's about 2 inches long, 2.5 inches long. And what you'll need is just some filler. Sometimes you can get away with just sanding it and making sure it's level with the other part. But if you do sand it, you know you're taking off paint. So what I'll do is grab some sandpaper. You can start, depending on your level of expertise, you just want to make sure that you don't spread this sandpaper everywhere. I use 80 grit just to get going. You can use 120, you can use 220, like I said, your level of expertise on it. And I don't want to do the whole rail, I just want to be able to do this scratch that I have. So what I'll do is come over here, scuff it up enough. To where your Bondo or your filler will adhere to it. So, as you can tell, just because I got a stretch, now it's gotten bigger because I got to blend everything. So, you got to make sure you want to do this. With a scratch, I didn't see it being so bad. But now, as I sanded it, now it even looks worse. Like I said, got to make sure you want to do this. All right, so I just need a little bit of filler. And add the hardener, mix it up. You can buy this filler in a marine store near you or online. It's just an all-purpose filler for boats and stuff like that. Watercrafts. All right. So now you get your spreader. All right. Everything's prepped right. What you do is fill in the cracks or the big scrape, deep scrapes in first. Make sure you got it packed in. As I do, Then you can come back and fade it in, like so. So now, we had a scrape and a scratch, which if you had to go close to it, you wouldn't have noticed it from far away. But now that I've put filler on it and all, you can notice it. So now you have to paint it. You don't have to, but it's prepped for painting. So I'll let this dry, and since I spread it out and blended it already, I wouldn't have to sand it so much. If you do want to paint it, they have paint codes that you can call customer service and they'll have paint codes, but you will still have to match the paint. So that is a -1. It's hard to match paint unless you do that for a living. So you can get somebody professional like myself to do it, an auto body place to do it, but they'll have a paint code that you can try to do it if you wish to do it on your own. But once that's done, sand it. Of course, it's pretty much how it is right now, and you just spray it. Good to go. All right, and there again, I think it looked better with just a scratch in it. So it's all up to you and your level of expertise. That's how it is.